it's not that she doesn't get it, because I think she gets it, but she's like, well, I don't want to bug people. And I go, you're not bugging them. I said, it's a deficiency we have with Facebook that I said, I can see how many people are viewing the posts and they're just not viewing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start my own shared rewards party of Christmas in July, probably on Monday.
Good.
Because one of my team members just did one, ended up being 1,100, and she only ran it for 3 days.
Wow. Okay.
I kept saying, why don't you just extend it a couple more days? She goes, nope, 3 days is it. She goes, they snooze, they lose. And I go, well, why don't you do a follow-up one to get those people that never got on? She goes, I probably will do it in December. And I go, this is only July.
Yeah. Trying
know,
to get, yeah.
I found that doing 3-day parties, those are my most successful. When I have a 5-day party, I get people who drop off, who lose interest, who jump out of it. 3-day parties typically are my sweet spot.
Okay.
So I agree with her.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
should only doing like 3 posts a day.
Oh, well, I do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I think
I
it
don't know.
depends on the party type too, because I think that possibly with our regular Facebook party where it's the host rewards driven, I can see where the 3 days makes more sense. I think with shared rewards, there's a sweet spot. I don't know what that is, but once you hit that highest level of discount, I think it's important that you've got a couple more days, because you're hoping for that opportunity that those people are going to tell their friends, and they're going to share that discount and get it out there so that you can build, your sales. So
Get more guests than that.
Yeah, I went ahead and added, I just placed an order in there. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and place an order because I
Get it
want to
going.
pick it up already.
mhm.
I'm just thinking that, I'm hoping to not have to keep the order and, but, at least it got me up to the 10%, I think. So I'm like, we, slide by some of those other little things, because that to me is encouraging, and I know a lot of other people do it as well. I forgot who does that. She put 10 stainless steel bowls in the cart. Oh, it was Bobby. It's Bobby Como. I was like, oh, she goes, yeah. So it gets it to the 1,000 already. So she's at the 1,000. She said that
people just start ordering, and then she hopes it all balances out.
Right.
So
And
what
I
happens
think it
if
actually did.
doesn't?
What's that?
What happens if it doesn't?
Well, I think that she either has to, I think she would honor their discount. She would have to go in there and she would have to pay up the
And you'll
difference or
figure it
whatever,
out.
or she would have to add the order in there. And I don't think that that was the case, really. I think that she was actually okay. I think she actually wound up being okay.
That's a big
You know,
gamble.
Yeah, it is. It is a gamble, but if you can get it up there, I mean.
I think once you're at that 25%, it just.
Oh
it
yeah,
really
I
does
know. That's what
click
happened for
people.
me at the last one. Once we got up there, it was like 23 or 2,800. I can't even remember. I was like, okay, So, but go ahead. Ann.
I'm having troubles resurrecting the dead again.
Yeah, we were kind of
as in team members.
Yeah. So, I don't know if anybody else has thoughts on that, but honestly, I think that it's time to find some new people. I mean, honestly, I think that those people are hobbyists, and they're going to be nothing but a hobbyist. I mean, you may get somebody come back, but you can't, I see it all across the board. I mean, people don't respond. People are not doing lots of zeros. I'm like,
they had done well, but they fell off because they didn't.
We're in a new time. I'm seeing COVID directors, lose title, and I'm seeing, just people not engaged, now all of a sudden the business is hard,
I did a Zoom last week. I did it on 2 separate days. And I announced on my page, hey, let's do a Zoom. We haven't talked to each other. Let's da 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 da. One person got on.
Yeah.
That was my Patty.
Yeah, and you'll get those ones that, yeah, I typically tag some people in those things, I typically tag some of the people in there, or personal message them. Ann is off and running. She can hear the doggies.
She's so cute.
I know, she's so funny. She's so funny. I can't get on for some reason. We don't see you. I don't know what she's saying.
Who's trying to get
I
on?
had a hard time getting on too, Patty. It took me several tries.
Why is that? Like, I don't understand. It's not telling me invalid code.
So I've had to start just going into the Zoom app and typing in the meeting
Yeah, the
notice.
phone number. It's my phone number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one, believe it or not, that's the secret. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the secret. Because then that's easy to remember. I'm like, I'll just type in my phone number. And then, you just have to make sure that it's the personal code that you click on and that you don't require a code,
Mhm.
and that you don't require a code. And Louise has gotten on my call, like my Zoom thing, a million times. So I don't understand, but hopefully she'll get it. But anyway, so yeah, getting back to you, Ann, and I just honestly think that it's not going to happen. I mean, that's what I'm hearing is that, people are not making their 5,000 because their team isn't doing anything. Well,
Right.
You really almost can't count on your team these days. How we used to just do things ourselves. You do things yourself. You know what I mean?
I've always felt that way, that I've got to depend on myself, not my team.
Well, you've always pulled pretty much the entire weight, but
And
I mean,
conference-
and then some, and then it's gravy for whoever else does that. It's about somebody, I don't understand. And it's so weird because the number of people that have registered for conference is crazy. People that I'm like, you don't even have any sales.
Mhm, me
You know what
too.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not seeing you even have a lot of sales.
Same.
So
For conference, I posted, let's get together at my house from 10 to 6 on
Yeah.
Saturday, and Friday, who's ever available. But I've got one person that's responded.
yeah, treat that person like, is it Patty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she could be your next director, honestly,
Well, I've talked about that for a long time.
I know, but there is something, we can't really motivate people. We can inspire people to want to do more, but we really can't motivate people, to do that. Something, has to make a trigger, I think, in their brain and go, yeah,
So I hope the ones
or
that
something
don't-
changes in their life where, that they, I just always looked at it like we needed money. It wasn't about a trip. I wasn't on a trip. It was about, we needed the money, so how am I going to do this?
What are you going to do about it?
What,
the trigger
I got to
I
make up
see-
some of the difference, and so for me, that was the thing. Every time something rescheduled, it was like I just would stand at the window and throw up $100 bills because I remember them saying that you're making about $100 a night. So I would think to myself, no, I've got to fill those dates, So, and you do that, Ann. You do that. You're an inspiration to the team, to your fellow directors and, peers and, because you're out there. You're like, keep on swimming, baby. God bless you.
And the trigger point, I thank you. The trigger point I see is if somebody takes on a part-time job, or like Kara has put, I'm going back to take classes, that's a red flag. Oh, they're like,
Yeah.
their foot's out the door.
I know. There's been many, I've been doing this 31 years. So, you see things happen with people, I don't love it,
But they
but
get to that point when they're struggling to get bookings. If they've got business, they're not going to walk away from it.
no, of course, people are not going to walk away from success,
So
but
the
you have to
thing
make that success.
And they don't want to admit that they have to do some work to be successful.
Yeah.
It's
And
not,
that's what it is.
it's not going to fall in your lap.
Yeah.
Look at Jamie. I mean, Jamie had a job for a while and she
Yeah.
wasn't as big in Peppered Chef. I mean, she was always still active, but man, when that job was gone, she came back with a vengeance.
That's for sure. because she needed money.
That's an
I mean,
inspiration to me.
She is
I
supporting,
needed
yeah.
money.
Yeah,
I know.
but
See, money is like,
still.
oh, I need
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is true. That is true.
It
So-
is really, I think, about your why and
Yeah,
what you need out of this business, and you have to,
yeah,
I mean, haven't we talked about that always? I mean, your why has
always.
to be bigger than your bullshit that you tell
That's right.
yourself, sorry.
You can
excuse my
make
language, but
excuses or you can make money. You just can't do both.
it's, if your why is products, then whatever, or if it's that you need a paycheck or you need it's sometimes you have to get off the struggle bus and just decide. And we all have
Yeah.
struggles. It's not, that's the thing with this business, is it's not an easy business. And that's, I wish it were, sometimes you could just push the easy button and it would be simple,
Right.
but it's challenging, but that's fun too. That can be fun.
Right, because you can get
It's
paid
fun.
for what you're worth in this business.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
what you put into it is what you directly get
Is
back out
exactly
of it.
right. But you have to put something into it, and you have to make
Yes.
those hours, actionable things. And it really is about the action that you do. It's great to set a goal. It is the one you should do that. You should have that big why in front of you, right? Everybody should have that why in front of them. That's how I feel, because and I would know because it's 31 years and you're like, I gotta keep going. What is my next thing? So, and then there have been times where, you're kind of like, whoop, just a little dip there because things are going on in your life.
Of course.
But yeah, right? Everybody has faced that. Everybody. There isn't anybody on here because we have families and, commitments and kids and responsibilities, and it's overwhelming, these people. But I would say that, yeah, you're right. Is it easy? Not easy, but you just have to do it. If people would just spend the time, that focused time. I was doing it with a couple of people. I think Patty Davis was one of them. Oh, gotta go. Oh, bye, Shannon. I don't know where she went, but okay. Gotta go. Have a great day. Okay. I forgot what I was saying, but so yeah, and I invited a lot of, I think it was just one little thing, but I was getting on and we were doing like a power hour, where, and it made me, because I was like, well, I'm telling them that we have to do this. So I had to focus for at least an hour, you know what I mean, on trying to get bookings. And you know what? It works. Like, you're like, oh my God, because when you truly want something, you will find it. You will figure out the way to do it. You know what I mean? So there is a way. People have to know that. And, one of the things that Stephanie says in there is that, in that call. So if you guys haven't listened to that recording, you need to go back and listen to her.
What recording, Patty?
I put it in our group chat. It's Stephanie Richardson. I'm going to have to start putting this in our movers and shakers group because I think everybody's losing it.
I'm not paying attention to either one of them. I'll just be really honest.
Okay.
So,
that's okay.
But I'll go back and try to find that.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave tomorrow and I'm going to take the motor home and I'm going to be camping by myself for like 8 days so I can do conference. And
What?
I'm going to go somewhere and then I'll be more focused without the distractions, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. That sounds like a great idea.
Good idea.
We'll be gone for like 8 days and just,
Wow.
Maybe I should hunt you down.
Yeah, I know. Jump in that camper. Whoop, and she's driving by.
What are you doing?
I know. What I wanted to say, what Stephanie talked about, because I'll forget, is that she says sometimes you just have to believe. When people don't believe in themselves, you have to believe in the person that they could be. I'm like, oh my gosh. So said a little differently, because I honestly think that everybody and anybody can do this. I always used to say, anybody can do this business, or it's for everybody, because it really is. It's not, it's for everybody to try. It is, I think it changes people's lives when they do try this, because it is something like they've never done before. It's just amazing. It's working for yourself, and but anyway, let's get on to the real thing here. Like, we need some bookings. So I know Connie's, you have upped your game because you're back to doing cooking shows. Is that right?
Finally, yes. I'm
I
so
know
excited
that
about
is your
doing-
heart.
I'm doing 3 virtual parties this month too, but
Okay.
I want to be.
Is that while you're on your camper?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I
but-
think it's great.
I mean, I did one.
Do you have
so
internet
now-
in your camper? Do you have internet in your camper?
Oh yeah, there's going to be Wi-Fi at the campground and full hookups. And I'm actually taking a huge TV, and I bought the cord so I can plug my phone in. So I'll stream conference through my phone, and it will play on this ginormous TV in my motorhome. I'm gonna kick back in my recliner.
There you go.
I'm taking my blender. I'm going to be having
Yeah.
margaritas.
Oh my God. You're taking a big giant TV, you're taking a blender, but you're not taking anybody else.
I'm taking my air fryer. Oh yeah.
Good for you. That is a good idea. It makes me almost think like, hey,
Well,
maybe I need to jump into the lake house.
Last year, I was able to have Jim go stay at my parents', and we had people come here that were comfortable with that during COVID, so we could kind of
Yeah.
have a little bit of a gathering, and it was a ton of fun. But with our circumstances this year, I couldn't do that. So the best option was for me to go away.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, but Jim's brother is living with us.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh my God. I did not know
Hi,
that.
Claudius.
Yeah. You like have an open door sign.
I'd be getting in my trailer and leaving too. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I
Yeah.
mean, we're taking care of him because he's really sick with stage 4 cancer.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing that journey again.
Yeah,
with another family
Again.
member.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, Connie, you are like, I don't know, they gave you the key to heaven. So
Well, no, I mean, he's not so bad that I can't leave. And I just have a caregiver coming in 4 hours a day while Jim's at work, and I think we'll be
Mhm.
fine. But
yeah.
you do what you have to do around what your
Yeah.
life brings. And yeah, I have to have more income because I someday want to retire, and
Yeah.
I don't want to change my lifestyle when I retire. So,
Well, that's just it. Yeah.
so
I'm with you, Connie.
so right
Not
now
that I'm
it's
retiring
all about
anytime soon,
savings,
but
it's just
Yeah.
upping my game to save
yeah.
and earn
Amen.
the trips. The trips and seeing you guys is probably what really
I
keeps me
know.
going. And the
I
fact that
know.
I missed a conference because of a family wedding, and then COVID, and now this year again. So I haven't seen you guys in so long, and it's hard. Really,
Oh, I
that
know.
kept me
It
going
is.
before, and I was about ready to throw in the towel probably about 6 months ago, and just, it's hard to not see the people you want to see. And
Yes.
travel for conference and retreats and trips, incentive trips. And of course, I'm not taking the incentive trip this year. So
Yeah, me neither. But
you're not going either?
oh no. No. I know that if it was somewhere within the United States, maybe, but it's not. I just, and Ronnie, of course, is like, oh, I was like, okay, well, you just won't go.
You
Well, I
just tell
could've
them,
taken somebody
tell them you'll miss him and go. I would.
We still have a Disney trip to go to. So
Well, that's what we're doing. We took the payout and we just put it in savings, and we're going to use it when we go to Florida.
yeah, good idea. Yeah,
So,
yeah. So yeah. So you're back to doing cooking shows, and you were comfortable with asking people to do cooking shows, and you felt like that
Oh
was
my
good.
gosh,
I don't
you know
if
what?
anybody else-
I will tell you guys, and this is not, I hate to, because I hate people that brag, but I'm going to brag on my hosts for a second. And I'm going to just tell you, I had 3 parties right in a row. The first one was my daughter, and she called me like the night before, and she goes, "Mom, only one person's coming. I think we should just make it a virtual party." And I said, "Look, I'm coming up because I want to see you, and I need to, and you have a rug shampooer, and I have a rug I want you to shampoo. I'm bringing it. And so I'm coming. You keep inviting."
Mommy.
And so she did. So the one person that was coming didn't show up, but 7 other people did. And her party was it $2,000?
Oh my God. Wait, how many people did she have there?
She had 7 and she did some outside orders,
up.
but let me look at my parties really quick because I really want to tell you guys these stats. So I didn't take her no, it's not going to work. I just said, no, I'm coming, make it work. So her party closed at 21:47.
Wow.
Then I went to my cousin's in Kirkland, which is the Seattle area for those of you who don't know. And I called her or she called me and she goes, I don't know, summer's hard. I don't think people are coming. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And I was like, I need a vacation and I want to go thrift store shopping. And I have a haircut scheduled with our other cousin, so I'm coming. So, and they don't have air conditioning over there. And it was when it was a big heat stretch. So it was like 97 degrees in their house. Well, she had a bunch of people come. Her show closed at 27:57.
Oh my God.
Wow.
With no air conditioning.
And then I did a show for my niece in like the next week or so. And I literally had left the grocery store with her groceries to drive. And she called me and she goes, Aunt Connie, nobody's coming. She goes, as people are canceling left and right, we should just make this a catalog party. And once again, I said, I just bought the groceries for your show. I'm bringing your mom her birthday card tomorrow, and I need to go to Costco. So I'm coming. And their show closed at 16:42.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Awesome.
That was amazing.
So, and I have a catalog or a virtual party that booked off of my cousin's party because it's her daughter, and she's sitting at 5:55 right now. So
Yeah.
don't take no.
Yeah.
Don't
I
take the
agree.
no. Don't
Yeah,
take the
but Connie,
cancellation. And when people tell me I wouldn't drive 2.5 hours for a show, are you kidding me? For $2,700 party, I'll drive 3 hours.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now, yes,
Can you
go
hear-
ahead. Yes.
So, Connie, I would never do that, but you were going for family, and that's a huge difference. You were going to get a haircut with a cousin, you were taking a birthday card for somebody else. If it was a random Joe Blow that I didn't know and they said I have 1 person or I have 0 people, damn right I would say I ain't going, I ain't driving, I ain't driving more than
I gotta
15
go
minutes
answer the
to your
door.
house.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
You know, the only thing I would do, I feel like I would do the opposite. For the family, I'd go, oh man, they're trying to get out of this, whatever. I don't want to do family anyway. And I would do the opposite for people I didn't know. I would say, are you kidding? Oh my gosh, let's give it a
No.
chance. Let's just come and, you know, invite a few neighbors. Let's grab some people, you know, grab some,
Yeah.
put a sign on your door.
I would trust my family more. Plus, it's a way to get to see your family. That makes more
Yeah.
sense. Me driving across town in traffic and going
Yeah.
there and literally 1 person. There's no way in hell would I do that. I hate driving. I don't even like driving to Costco, which is 20 minutes away. I'm like, holy shit. There's no way. No.
You're killing me, Louise. No way. You're like, I wouldn't even drive to Costco. You are killing me, Louise. You are so
Unless
funny.
they had confirmed at least 5, I wouldn't do it.
They could lie to you and say that they got 5 people coming.
Well, I mean, I think people have done that in the past, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, have I had a party with nobody there?
I mean, I think because I've done way too many parties in my 16 years where there has been 1 or 2 people, and it's not worth my time or effort or energy or nothing. I mean, not me anyway. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And so I started telling those people no way back, like before COVID. If they didn't have 5 confirmed, I said no.
Yeah, I get it. But you honestly, you just, I
Never
feel
know.
like this, you just never know. I have done those parties with 0 and it resulted in people that, you know, she was like, well, I'm going to get orders for you. And 2 bookings resulted out of those parties and more
Well, yeah,
parties out of there and
because
great
she
sales.
can still get the orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just that I'm not going to be there to cook for you. I'm not your
Yeah.
chef.
Yeah. And you know,
Anyway, that's my, it's funny. And that's what's so good about this business is we all have our own little quirks and what we would or wouldn't do. And it works for everybody. no matter
well,
what
and
it
that's
is.
just it. Honestly, Louise, you are absolutely right. You know what? You've kicked butt with virtual parties that you, I think, were kind of kicking and screaming not to do virtual parties. So,
Yeah. So, I mean,
so look at the difference, and you are excelling with virtual parties. It's crazy.
you just have to, my point is, if you want if you want to have a business, stay in business and make money somehow work. I don't know, just somehow you do. And I wish that we could teach those new people that come in, and it isn't as easy as they thought it would be.
Yeah.
I wish we could somehow teach them, or explain to them, if you that can make it work. Like, I don't know how to stress that to some of these people that come in and then they don't get the bookings, or nobody wants to have a party. And then how do you teach somebody?
Yeah. I think if you brought people in during this whole thing, I think they don't know how to get the bookings. You know, you guys all have those people on your teams. People were jumping in the boat and it was easy, and people were, you know, they were able to get parties. They were able to get sales. You know, I think it was kind of easy. And not just you guys, because the NEDs and the executives talk about this all the time. She said, now we have to go and teach them how to fish. You know, you have to go in there and you have to talk to them, but some will, you know, and some are like, no, that's work, you know.
I had a consultant, she's new, and I did her virtual party and her kickoff, and I think it was 900 and something. And now she's got her other one, and I was talking to her, asking her how it was going. And she said, I can't get anyone to order. And I said, well, I mean, it's not like you're making somebody order. You know what I mean? Like, it made it sound like she didn't know that the secret trick or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just said, you can't make somebody order. You just have to entice them with the great products.
Right.
Like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I do think that you have to reach out to people, you know, some of these, and thank you all for inviting me to these other direct selling companies, because oh my gosh, it brings so much to light when you're in those parties, because they will reach out to you. They will say, hey, this is the last day. I can't remember what
Cassie,
party it was.
This is a prime example of that. So Cassie had a Stella and Dot party, right? I don't know if y'all were invited to Cassie's Stella and Dot party.
Who's Cassie?
And my sister-in-law's actually
Cassie Trolson.
Yes.
Anyway. I must have missed that.
Anyway, so she invited us behind the scenes people to it. So I joined it, and my sister-in-law actually sells Stella and Dot, and she does it for making money for her charities that she, whatever the word is, that she endorses or whatever. She doesn't do it for money. Anywho, but to support Cassie, I bought a little necklace, which I've yet to wear. And just yesterday, and that was probably 2 months ago, and just yesterday I got a message in Messenger from that consultant, the Stella and Dot consultant, reaching out to me about hosting a party. So I thought, and her words were really good, and I thought, well, that's like, I ordered, and I explained that, you know, I just ordered to support Cassie, my sister-in-law, as a consultant, but thanks for reaching out to me. And I thought, you know, that wasn't hard for her to, you know.
And how did it feel to you?
I mean, I wasn't upset or perturbed or anything. I thought it was really nice customer service. I thought it was good customer service.
Right,
actually.
exactly.
I placed an order, and I actually heard from the consultant.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like, I don't remember who it was. They were closing their show, and I kept getting the reminder, don't forget. I was like, I know I'm placing my order. She's like, it's the last day. I'm like, okay, I'm placing my order. Because I do get caught up with other things.
I think that was Tennille's party.
No, it was just recently. What, Tennille had a party?
No, she had that Norwex last year. And that consultant.
You know what? That girl, okay, Erica, I love her. I follow her. I'm in her VIP group. I'm like, oh my gosh, she really, I just really admire her. I admire how she does business. So it has been a really good thing for me to see what these other companies are doing.
Yeah.
You know, all of these other people. I'm like, I'll go to your party. I mean, yeah.
Hey, Louise, if you like the verbiage that other consultant from Stella and Dot shared or sent to you, would you share that on our messenger group?
Yeah.
I will. I'll see if I can find it. It was just so basic. But the point was that so many times, because I'm invited to a lot of parties too, and just to be nice, I'll like order something small. And
Right.
you never hear from the consultant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ever. So it was just a nice little touch. I'll see
Yeah,
if I
I
can
get
find
it.
it. I'll post it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that that is really good. This has been an eye opener for me. I'm like, oh, because it's been a while. I used to host them. I felt like, every year I would host, but in my house, I would just do it in my house. I haven't done a virtual one. Oh, I did those nails. And I don't know, I thought I did something else, but maybe not. Maybe I was just at somebody else's. But anyway, I think it's great. I think it's all about customer service too. I think people will come back to you. I've had customers since the beginning of my time, that constantly support me. I never would say, they probably buy from other people, but they're always coming back to me if they really are looking for something or need something.
Well, this is
So-
a funny story. So I had a past host from last year. I saw on Facebook her doing a Pampered Chef party, and I won't lie, my heart was like, how can you be doing a Pampered Chef party this year with somebody other than me? I was like heartbroken. I was hurt. Well, then that host reached out to me and she said, hey, I don't know if you saw, but I am helping one of my cousins with her new party with Pampered Chef, and I'm hosting a party, and she's nothing like you. There's no interaction. There's nothing. Can I add you so you could like help her out? So then that made me feel better, because at first I was like, oh, how can
I know it is a killer. It is a killer. Yeah, it is a killer.
But it was her cousin, and I was like, sure, add me, and I'll like, talk about the stuff that she's posting about.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was sweet, Louise.
Yeah.
That's how you are. That's how Louise rolls. Just saying. Yeah. But I know that there's some people on here that really need to get some sales, so like I'm utilizing everybody thing, like the birthday bash thing. So I'll add some of what I put in there. So I reached out to all the July birthdays. Do you guys know how to do that? You go to your events. Let me just show you. Let me show you.
The first time I did that, Patty, I didn't get a response at all. But then I did it earlier this month, just to like 7 people. And then I got one shared rewards party out of it.
Was it a good shared rewards party?
It ends on Sunday. Still
Oh.
going. It's way slower, but you didn't invite that many people, and not that many people joined, but I mean, still it qualifies.
Oh, so okay, so I did another month like that where we did, like, I reached out to the birthday people to have their own party, but this month I reached out to them to say I'm going to give you the opportunity, for my VIP July birthdays to get a discount. So let me just go. Oh, am I not sharing? No, I don't think I am. Am I? Am I sharing? No. Okay. All right. Let me see. Am I sharing? No, I'm not sharing.
No.
Right. Hold on here. What the heck? Is it me or is it me?
Must be you.
Yeah, maybe it is. Hold on.
While you're looking for that, I just wanted to mention, I have 2 consultants that are in their 6th month of no activity.
Yeah.
And I reach out to them every month, but this month when I said, basically, hey, this is it. We don't want to lose you as a consultant. You're being dropped. Both of them have parties coming in like right now.
Oh, that's great. So, and that's what you said to them?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I was a little bit nicer than that, but not much nicer.
I'm sure you were nice, Ann.
I am sure she was too. Yeah, I am sure. I know.
My first comment was, shit or get off the pot. And I thought, no, I better clean that up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I get it. I know. here's events. So you go to your event page and then you go to birthdays. Okay. And where are you, birthdays? Oh, here we go. So, oh, look, Teresa Shattuck. Okay. So here are today's birthdays. If you continue to scroll down, you'll see upcoming birthdays. Okay. You will also see all the rest of the July birthdays, but I got a hack for you, because here, if you look at this birthday, it says July 23rd. So these are this is July 22nd. So this takes you through there. This starts on the 23rd. So it doesn't give you go back to the beginning, but if you continue to scroll all the way, whoops, come on. So October, if you continue to scroll all the way down, because I started this, I think it was last week. So I got most of the birthdays, but then I had to go back. Crap, come on. February, come on. Well, you can just imagine what's going to happen here. You just have to continue to scroll and you will see, this is July, I think, right? This is July. So this will go back to July 1st. So if you continue to scroll all the way back, you can kind of see. Now, the only thing is if they, like, I know she was not a consultant or anything, like I know who that is, but here is Sue. So she, I know, wasn't. So what I did is then I was able to message her then. So I had a script already done. Happy birthday month, Sue. I wanted to invite you to a special VIP July birthday bash where if you want or need something from Pampered Chef, you'll be able to save up to 25%. You're welcome to extend the offer to your friends and family too, as the discount increase more when more people shop. No pressure, just a special happy birthday for you. I hope you're doing well. I put that in at the end. I don't know why, but people said to do it at the end and not at the beginning. So then I created that. Thanks. Hopefully, I know a lot of people are born in July. I will pass it on to some friends. So thanks so much. And then I sent her the link. So all I had to do was approve her. Okay.
Oh, you really were not asking them to do a shared reward.
Right. I did it before. I asked them that way before, but this time, and I'll get all the words so we can put that all in there.
Okay.
But the last time I did it as it was just a birthday bash. It wasn't even shared rewards. So I asked people to do that. I think I got 2 or 3 out of that, but at least
Are
it was.
you asking them to host a party, or are you inviting them to your party?
I am inviting them to this shared rewards party that I actually called VIP July birthday bash, hashtag July birthday bash. That's what
I like
I
that
should do
name.
that. I'm going to do a Christmas in July next week. So I could do
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Christmas in July in my VIP group, but I wanted to get through this so that, I would have time then to do the other things. So
And that's your whole friends list. That's not just in your VIP group then.
no, I'm doing my VIP group, and then I will probably, I'm going to post something on my wall, and then I have some verbiage for to go back to do a second and third contact to the people that I did. And I made a list of all the people. I don't know where the heck it is, but I made a list of those people somewhere. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I made a list of all the people that I contacted. Some people don't, and they just put July birthday. So if you type in at the top of the search, for your messenger, July birthday, all those people will come up. I just decided that I was going to go ahead and I checked off the box that I messaged them. And then when they accepted, I put a little line through it. So I knew that they were going to be part of the group or whatever.
Oh.
So yeah, who knows? And I asked them to please invite people, and then I'm going to do some more posting. So really it's just getting started today. So
I love
I
it.
like
I'm going
that.
to do both. I'm going to do a birthday for July, and I'm going to do the Christmas in July. Both shared rewards. Why not?
well,
I'm gonna do
the Christmas in July, I'm going to do it. That's why I wanted to finish this one. And
Yeah.
then I'll do my other,
I'm going to do both, because the people who have birthdays in July probably are not the people that I personally, the way I've been doing my share rewards party, I probably wouldn't be targeting them anyway. I mean, I have a lot
Right.
of people on my friends
Right.
list. So for my own personal share rewards, the Christmas in July, that will be a specific person that I will be contacting my main customer base. Those July people could bring a whole new base because that's a good reason to reach out to them when you don't really have a good possible close relationship. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my shared rewards parties that I do,
Yeah.
those people I feel very comfortable messaging them directly saying, hey, I'm doing this thing. You're my buddy, come on in. But the birthday thing, we could just be acquaintances.
Right, that's
right?
most of these people were. I mean, most of the people that
So-
I actually reached out to, but I have a second and third script that I'll put in there. You know, even if they didn't join the party, this is what I would send. I had some help because somebody actually gave me some of their verbiage too. I reached out to Ida and she said that she sent a CCE. You know, this Ida with Pampered Chef. I wanted to thank you for being my customer and supporting my Pampered Chef business. Because of you, I am to work from home to support my family. And I enjoy a wonderful trip with my husband to resort in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, I'm not going to use those words, but to show you my thanks, I want to invite you to save up to 25% on your entire catalog to place your order once again. Thank you. So she just uses the link, but I'm going to send the link to the Facebook group as well as the link to
The shopping.
shared rewards party.
Do you think that's confusing to some people sharing a Facebook group along with the shared rewards link? I did that like a month or so ago on a shared rewards and it really was not very successful, but I think I had too much information in there.
Well, yeah, I would keep it short and sweet. Check it out if you have any questions. I mean, just keep it, all you want to do is intrigue or create some interest so that people, you know, I got to think of a really good, like, what would my subject line be? Like
On those messages, Patty, I have sent out on the shared rewards 2 separate messages that says, hey, if you want to join us for a few days of fun and learning all about the products and some recipes, here's the link to our Facebook group. If you already know what you want or you just want to look at the catalog, here's a link to just place your order now. Because some people don't want to be in a Facebook group or they're not even
right.
using Facebook, but they'll certainly order.
Yes, I would definitely do that.
So I would separate that message out if you're going to include 2 links to have it be 2 messages so the links are
Yeah.
separated.
Yeah. And they're both hot links. So you could actually click on one link and it'll take you to the Facebook group. And then you could click on another link and that'll take you to the party page, you know, where they can just order if they didn't want to do that. So
Yeah.
for sure.
So just really quick, while we're talking about the shared rewards, I want to ask, so when you're doing the CCEs, you kind of have to be a little bit careful, right? Just because if you've
you
got
have other parties going on,
and, yeah,
if
like
you have
how
another
do you,
party.
yeah.
I closed up my parties. That's why I waited this long. So I closed up
Okay.
what I had and I really don't have a lot going on right now. So I'm helping
Okay.
the 2 consultants get started. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So
You do want to be cautious about that, I would
Yes.
say, if you
Yes.
have
What
other
was-
parties going. Huh?
If you have other open parties, is that what you're saying, Jamie?
Well, yeah, and if you have a big
Yeah.
customer base and you send that CCE out to all of your customer
Yeah.
base and Sally Joe is your host and
Right.
she's like, what the hell's this? And then you have customers that are in her party and they're like, well, why am I gonna order from Sally Joe? I can go in this thing and get 25% off.
right.
I mean,
Exactly.
you probably
Hey,
have
I
to be
thought-
cautious of
I
that.
thought we weren't allowed to send a customer CCE.
I thought we weren't either.
You can send, I think honestly, you can target people. Do you see any of the Pampered Chef police coming after you? People have they've put it on Facebook. I mean, they've made things on Facebook. I've seen Stacy Itzel do it. So I'm like, no.
Why can't you send a CCE?
I was watching I was watching the shared rewards training from December this morning. And what it says is don't do an email blast or social media blast giving an update on the discounts. Because I need some feedback from y'all, if you don't mind. My Pampered Chef anniversary was July the 14th. So I want to do kind of it's my anniversary and you're getting a gift, but I'm going to give you the gift shared rewards party.
Yeah.
And I did want to do that like through a CCE with just the link to the party page, but then also like go into my VIP group and maybe message those people personally. Help me,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Oh, Shirley, I did a anniversary shared rewards party in February. I don't know if you and I are friends on Facebook, but we should be, and I'd be happy to add you to that closed party. But it was for my 19th anniversary.
Yes,
So maybe you could grab some ideas and take whatever you want.
thank you.
I am by no means an expert on shared rewards. There's lots of ways to do these, but I'll tell you what worked for me in this instance. I think that party was $2,900 or $3,200 in commissionable sales.
Maybe we all have something to learn from you.
Oh, look at you, just Sammy, look at you, so good. Okay, I'll be quiet. Yay.
Now forget it.
Now we're friends. Now we'll be friends forever. Okay,
I agree, Shirley.
So I approached the anniversary sale or the shared rewards party by I messaged every single person first, and I can send you my verbiage. I'll go back and find it. I did not add one person to that group unless they told me they wanted to be in there. And I just think that works the best. What was that?
I think you shared that in our group because I took screenshots of it so that I would remember.
Maybe you have to do it again, Jamie, because I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that worked extremely well. I just led with, hey, I'm celebrating my 19th year with Pampered Chef, and I want to give you some fun, blah, blah, blah. You can earn up to 25%. But then I also sweetened it, and I did give away, what did I do? I either gave away a box of products, like at $100 value that I raffled off, or I did something. There was a treat to get them to come in too. Like you can get a discount and you can have a chance to win something.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jamie.
And they love that. And then everybody who said yes, I added them in. And then I knew that they really wanted to be there. And then I think it's so important that you have to constantly talk about what this is that's happening with this discount, because people are conditioned for years that we've done it one way. And so this is new and they don't understand. So I think it's super important to go live at least once or twice and just remind everybody. Then every time the discount changes, to make a really big deal about it. Hey, we're up to, and I use my emoji from Bitmoji to make all kinds of goofy pictures of myself, yay,
there isn't a post that goes out without that emoji now, Jamie. Thank you.
Just fun. Okay. I like to, make it fun. And then the other suggestion I would make with shared rewards then, to make them successful, I feel, unless you just get lucky, is the minute that thing hits the 25%, I went back to every single person who didn't respond to me, who didn't say yes or no, who was like, well, or just, saw the message but didn't react. I followed up every single one of them to say, hey, I don't know if you saw the message, but I wanted to let you know this party is now at 25%. Any order that's placed, you're going to save 25% off. And if you've been a past host in the last year, blah, 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 you're going to get an additional 10% off. And then I threw in one of the power tools. Maybe I did, I can't remember. It might have been the air fryer. No, it was February. So it must have been the quick cooker or something. So I just said, hey, like if you're looking at this, you could get it potentially at this amount with a graphic. And that's what
I just did for the quick cooker.
I just want to point out one quick thing is that what you did, Jamie, takes a lot of work. And that's what a lot of people don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like you, us, people on the call or whatever, we know that that's what it takes. You just can't put it out there and just hope for the best, right? Yeah. Just can't put it out there and say, nobody will do nothing. Nobody's seen my post. You've got to do that. You got to private message people. You got to go back and follow up. So just want to say, that I think what we do requires effort and work, right?
It does. And I think the fortunes and the follow-up, like we've always been told, and making that personal connection with people is so huge. And I love when you can center these shared rewards parties around something like an anniversary, because it's a reason, it's a very reasonable reason that you're reaching out to them, because you're offering them something. Same with going like with this Christmas in July. How fun is that? We're going to celebrate. It's fun. You can get a discount. Everybody likes a sale. Instead of just putting it out there. And I think trying to find hosts to do these parties for you, I mean, I don't know how. I would love to see statistics on what the sales are for consultants who hold their own and people who have hosts do it, what the sales difference, not that it makes a bit of difference, but you know, in the
No,
long
if
run.
they shared that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
don't know
think
if they
that-
shared that.
I think it makes a huge difference, because when I've hosted 3 of my own so far, and this last one I did earlier this month was 2,200. The other ones were like 1,400 and 1,500. The one that I have, sorry, my son was calling me. Anyway, the one that I have going on now that I have an actual host doing, it's at 4 something, and we only have till Sunday. And the key is, I think, because I don't know about you guys, but like I invited a lot of people and like followed up, like Jamie was just talking about, you know, messaging them and letting them know. Whereas I think your host just, you know what I mean? It's like a different, it's just a different
Like,
cup of
because
tea.
you hosted it as opposed to them hosting it, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
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 Because
I
honestly,
put in
what's the
a lot of work.
motivation for hosts to want to have the shared rewards party? I mean, honestly, yes, if they're out of the kindness of their heart and they're like, I don't want to take anything for myself, and I just want to share this discount with my friends. Yeah, you know, maybe, but I just think it works better when we're the host, because we're motivated to get the sales. What is the motivation for the host to reach out to her friends? I mean, yeah, to get that 25%. My hope would be eventually, that's a whole kettle of fish. It'd be awesome if you hosted a shared rewards party, if at least you got the 60% off thing. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, agree,
That could
Jane,
be your carrot for
yeah,
taking the time to do it.
kind of like for a fundraiser, you know what I mean? They get that.
Yeah, to them. But I think that could be really, really good, Shirley. And I will happily I'll add you to that and take whatever you want. But I think that the following up and personally inviting has been the difference. And letting people know and sharing like what you can get, like what the dollar amounts are for things. That 60% off is so vague, you know, instead saying, hey, you can get this at this price.
Well, yeah. So I'm going to put it in I'll put it in the, what do you call it? So I did one, and I was like, you know, we always talk about with an additional 25% discount, the quick cooker will be $117. Savings of $91.50.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
huge, people.
That's huge. That's huge. I mean, who doesn't go to the grocery store and drop $100 every single time you walk through the door? I mean, I spend more on groceries. It's ridiculous. And it's just me and my son. I mean, he is 22 and he eats nonstop, but it's still, you know what I mean? I just can't, my grocery bill is outrageous. It's so crazy.
Same.
And so I feel like people spend money where they want to spend money, and people spend money on things that are going to be helpful and solve a problem. And that's, I'm by no means where I want to be yet in that concept, but this is something this month and last month that I'm really trying to embrace, because shows and parties, I'm struggling like a lot of you all are. I'm in a weird place where, yeah, some live parties are starting to happen in my area, but our numbers are starting to go up again, and people are starting to get very upset and freaked out, which I don't blame them. I'm freaked out about it too. I don't know what I think. And then I'm struggling with the virtual, because people don't really, and we're in this new world. And so here's what I'm focusing on. I'm trying to find ways that I can show what I have that can solve a problem. And this isn't a unique idea. I'm really trying to model my thought process after what Michael Reeves does, because yes, he has a very successful live business, but you know, he constantly is showing his customer base solutions to their problems.
That's it.
and even to problems I didn't know that they had. And he is creating.
Did we know that we needed a fried Twinkie? Did we know that?
No, we
didn't
never,
really
we
show.
never needed a grilled Twinkie. No. But it's sort of that getting back to basics and trying to, I'm also, I know I'm kind of going all over, but I'm also trying to think of ways of revenue streams of money coming into me that don't have anything necessarily to do with exactly with the party. Meaning that I have really been trying to have an open link, my own personal shopping link for my own party every month, where I am trying to drive business to my website, drive business to me, because I would like $1,000 or $2,000 every single month that comes to me that has nothing to do with a hosted party or anything, where
Outside yeah.
by developing my presence on my business page, by customer care, by reaching out, by providing recipes, that I am creating that desire in people so that they think of me and they're like, you know what, I'm going to get that quick cooker. I'm going to order that air fryer. I may not want to party, but so that's kind of what I'm trying to do to surmount this, that we can't, I don't know where I'm at in the party world right now. It's so weird here. I don't know if that's helpful to anybody. I don't have all the answers, but that's just what I'm trying to do.
No, I think that's good. I think that's a good thought. You know, that's really good thought process there, because, you know, who knows? I mean, you're right. We can't put all of our eggs in one basket either, you know, because I think right now everybody's pretty much, for the most part, you know, not everybody now, but I think we're still 90+%, you know, in the virtual world. I think Table will help a lot. They have told us that even now, and just recently I created a table party, and for those of you that don't, everybody knows Table is coming, right? Everybody knows Table is coming. Okay, good. All right, because they've even enhanced it even more. So they're stopping. They want parties to stop on July 27th. So I haven't done one probably in the last month. Yeah. So I haven't done one probably in the last month. But I don't know when the last time you did one, Jamie. But I can't even imagine. They told us that it even is better than it used to be. So, and I couldn't believe the games. Did you see some of the games that they did?
I know, it's amazing.
I'm like, what? I go, those are cool. Like there's a bubbles game where you shoot down the bubbles, like whatever those other games are, and like a concentration kind of thing where you have to match up products and you have to guess what the product name is with a clue. And so really fun games that are only available like on Table, which I think is pretty cool. And they're giving you the format for it. So we've got to go somewhere. And I'm glad. I see that as being very helpful. There are people that are rocking out the Table. And then there's other things like, and I want to show you guys something else. Just remind me. There's other things like those texting parties, which Annalie Heinen is just doing texting parties. That is all she's doing.
Is that the gal who spoke at one of the Monday morning director call that shared her outline? No, this is somebody else. Okay.
That was someone else. She is a different executive director. She's on a different team or whatever. She's great, but she shares everything. So I get some of the stuff through the executive group, you know, but that's what she is doing. I mean, there are some people that hold that talk.
Yeah, because I don't know about you guys, but I also try to think about the psychology behind where people's minds are right now. I try to think about, it's just I think everybody's in a weird place. Because we've come out of a time we've never lived before. And so I think that people are very scattered. And I've also had a lot of friends and other conversations where some people are like, I was so hungry for human interaction, but now I've been living alone and to myself for so long and only communicating through my phone and that now it's like I want to see people, but then there's part of me that doesn't really want to see people, and I want to be around people, but I don't want to be around people. I mean, I think we're up against a lot of really strange things.
I agree.
Yeah.
You think so too, Anne? I mean, it's just like people.
Yeah.
They want to have people over, but I don't know. It's like everybody's forgot how to act.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think that there is, yeah. Oops, crap. Okay.
So
I wanted
I
to show
think
you guys
trying to
something.
find, I mean, is it a matter of we come to some of these potential hosts and could we try to, I mean, make it simple and not too much, but maybe where we're giving them a few choices about what kind of party they could have so that it could be more like, hey, always have the Facebook. I could come to your house and make a recipe. I could do, I mean, we don't want to give them too much, or does a 15-minute texting party interest you? Or would you like to try out table? Or, you know, maybe if we were able to somehow give them some fun choices.
Yeah, I agree. I think choice is good. I had put this in the group before about this extreme theme parties. This girl is that, I don't know if anybody went to it. I know a couple people did. I think Jenny was someone that did that and someone else had went in there. But this is that group where she is creating these, like, I think in iMovie, I think somebody said that she's actually doing these things in iMovie, but here's a preview of one of her parties. This is like her advertisement.
Wow.
She is using marketing imagery and then just Google Photos, because those photos are, recognize them just from Googling things, you know, some of those other ones, you know, with the shoe and the, you know, the gym shoe. I mean, so she is doing this. And I even if you don't, you have to buy her thing. So there was a preview last week. Here was the poker. Let me see if I could find it. So she's doing a poker preview. So that was last weekend. She's doing this one coming up this weekend. So you have to ask to be admitted. So you have to request to join between the 17th and 18th. If you don't, you miss out on the preview. And then she has a murder mystery, which I'm kind of excited about too. So she has all these other things. This is like, oh, this is the murder, but she doesn't have the preview here. But so I don't know that much about it. And she is she's a top seller too. But wasn't that a great video?
Yeah.
Like, that's her advertisement. She did this Alice in Wonderland, Escape Wonderland. And she does, people will review it and then they'll put things in there so that she advertises that. So that's did I show you this one? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is I don't know, this is I guess this is the Disney one. Once Upon a Time. So this is the Disney one. You guys want to see it or no?
Yeah.
They're short.
Wow.
I'm like, isn't that the craziest?
Yeah.
So I'm
Advertise-
still
impressive.
trying, what's that? So I'm going to go to one of them now, accepting pre-order. So I'm going to go to, let me see if I can go to the announcements, because I did get in one of the parties so far. I did get in. Oh, here's the poker night.
that movie app that I've done a couple of
I want
movies
you
in.
guys to get the ideas. Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Those are cookies, like card cookies and dice treats and
Patty, and then what happens? I don't really understand.
what is she saying? Talking to me?
I'm saying I don't really understand.
Oh, you don't want to see it?
No, I said I don't understand.
Oh, wait. I think this is it. Okay. So, oops, whoops. Yeah, crap. Okay. You don't understand it?
No, I don't understand. I mean, I understand the video, like those are advertising to get people to want to host, but I don't understand. Was that the party
No,
or was that advertising?
that's the advertising.
Okay,
So
so
the party
then-
is somewhere. I just got to find it.
oh,
Because not everybody can get into the party. Like I said, it's very much.
so she doesn't have hosts. I don't.
What's that?
So she doesn't have hosts. She's the host.
No, she advertises for hosts. No, she has a host. She is not the host. Where is her poker party? Crap. I gotta go find it now.
Like, is she playing poker in the party?
Yes.
Mm.
So hold on. No, wait.
Oh, I used that one before.
What's that? Wait, let me see if I can just find it. Extreme poker. Poker night. I guess this would be the way to find it. So this is it. So you had to request to get in here, and it is about playing cards. So she does an incredible job of getting people to post, although the people that are posting are consultants, because then she gives cards away. Okay. She gives you like a card, and then she uses the cards for the poker hand. So there's a winner. And she gets people to do things in there. So you can see all of the people in there. She tells you what kind of, like, what's
Who are
the
the
best
people?
hand.
And are these customers?
No, these
Okay.
are all consultants.
I'm
So she's advertising this, but she does get people to do this. So she must give away some great prizes. What is suit ranking from high to lowest? So this was July 14th. Okay. I must miss some of these
She
things.
doesn't post any products?
Oh yeah, she posts products. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she posts products. But her thought or her idea is to kind of get away from just posting products all the time and posts some fun, like outside, along with that, like you saw the videos, like you got, like the poker thing was around, she did it around the cards, and around, around those kinds of things. So she has people post, I got to find it somewhere. It is somewhere, $1 million dip, like she's creating these things. And then, but she gets people to post. And then when you post, you get cards, and then the cards is the best hand. So if you play against, the hand that she lays down. Oh, here, look at the domino brownies. So that's hers, but this is round 3. So she puts up cards one at a time, and then you play with the cards that are dealt, that she gives you by you posting. Okay,
So
does that make sense?
You mean the customer.
Right. But in this case, it's the consultants are posting, because she's advertising to consultants.
She's training.
She wants you to buy her outline.
Oh,
She wants you to buy her outline, and you can't
right.
share it with anybody. She wants you to buy the outline. Okay, but look at, these are other outside posts from people that are posting.
Got it.
But
Got it.
she's getting people to do that because she gives them cards for things. Do you know what I mean? Let me see if I can find them. Randomized card on its way. So she doesn't call it ticket on its way. She calls it randomized card on its way. Do you see that? Randomized card. So when people post something, she gives them a randomized card. So that's how they play poker. They can only play with the 5 cards. They can get more than that, but they can play with 5 cards. So these are some of the things that they're posting. These are her posts, but she's selling the outline, and then she's selling for a higher price. So it's $69 for the outline. It's $89 for the outline with customized video. Like the customized video is your name on that one that we saw, like, with, made by Patty, whatever, she asks you what your business name or what you want to be called. Pamper Pantry, or I think hers was Pamper Pantry or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what she's doing there, but it's kind of fun. The roulette wheel that she has, roulette winners are. So that's her, Amber Rose Morel. So you guys can join this extreme theme party thing. You don't ever have to buy it, but it could give you ideas. Do you know what I mean? I think I only wound up getting one card because I wasn't getting whatever. So these were the 2 cards that she got. When the first 2, but it is interesting. It is interesting. Do you know what I mean? So I'm interested in the healthy one. I did buy this. I have to tell you guys, I had to see it. So you have to buy it within a certain amount of time or else you can't even get it. She opens it up for a very short time, just like she does the preview. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But she revolves it all around this poker theme, which I think is kind of cute. No? Do you guys like that, or do you think it's kind of weird? But I think you could get some ideas. You know what I
think it's
mean?
complicated and a little weird, but I think whatever works for her is great.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. And when you hashtag and do consultant questions, then she could Google hashtag consultant questions. And then when you do that, it all goes to these, look at this, like all the questions go here.
It's
Like
a little,
hashtag.
it's a little too much for my brain.
I
But that-
know. But I just thought I would share. I thought I would share.
Like her eye videos are cute.
I mean, they're great. They're made in iMovies,
Yeah.
So, here, consultant questions. How long have you been doing this? How many hours a week do you work at this? The answer is always, I think she usually says it's a customized card on the way. Randomized card on the way. So that's how she answers things. But she has very set answers. So she must use something like a text messaging or that app. What is that app called? Crap. And she's a nurse. She's a nurse as well. So she works crazy hours and stuff, consultant questions. Yeah.
He's obviously really creative and techie and
Yes.
has really thought outside of the box, a totally different way to make an income. You know what I mean? Like that's really out of the box and pretty darn cool to think something to like sell to us. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Well, that's, when you think about it, people hire people to post together or, pretty much you could hire somebody to do anything, create an outline. I know that people, I know some of the NEDs or executives have people that create their outlines for them. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. No, I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah. Something new. Could they take their time? I mean, obviously they have to follow some kind of format. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this. Isn't that really I love her thing, right? What do you think she does that in?
I don't know.
Well, somebody said it was iMovie.
It was, the other one was iMovie because I've used
Said
some
it
of
at the end. Okay, yeah. So this Candy person won and ended the night with the full house. Incredible. So she was the winner. I don't know that she gives away prizes, but I think she plays the game the whole time. So every week, it looks like this weekend and then next weekend she'll have, this weekend she'll have that healthy eating. You don't have to buy it, but once it opens, you should get in the group so that you can preview what some of the posts are.
ladies.
And I think you could get some great ideas from so many other people in here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
don't know what this lady's doing. I don't know. There was something about iced tea. And I never thought about using the cold brew coffee pot for infusing. Like somebody did the tea, but then did berries and fruit in the little, what do you call it? What's that called? You know, where you put your coffee and tea in there after. So then you just do berries in there. Isn't that a good idea? Would you think that? It's kind of like that thing that I posted. Did you guys see that? I got that from somebody, you know, with the wine cups, the chillers or whatever, the stainless steel ones that you could eat your ice cream.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well, hello. Will I be doing that? For sure I will. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, but like, you know, you could do hot and cold, right, Connie? You could do coffee in there, right? Jamie, you could do coffee in there?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But look, I mean, she's got some good things. I just thought I would share.
Yeah, no, that's
You know what I'm saying?
she's very talented.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll stop share. I think there was other things that you know, like those express parties, we've talked about that. I'll put some of this stuff in there because I was just kind of going through things. Like the Pamper a Business. I don't know if that's wanting to come back yet. Like I'm thinking about people are getting their hair done, right? Does people go out now and get their hair done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ask your, you know, your hairdresser to do that for you? I don't know. I give her a lot of business. For this little bitty short hair, I feel like I'm there every 4 weeks, and I probably spend hundreds of dollars, seriously. Between a cut and a color, or a cut, color, and highlight, you know, it kind of just depends. You know, anywhere from 150 to 2 something, you know what I mean?
That's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. It is crazy, but I'm thinking you can't buy something. And then I always give them presents, Christmas, our Pampered Chef gifts. You know, I'm
Yeah.
always giving them Pampered Chef presents. So yeah, I'm like, maybe I should ask them. I think I'm going to do that the next time I go in there.
Yeah.
So pampering the business. And then things like, you know, recently dentists, doctors, right? Have we done that before? Have you guys done that at all?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but
I know, right? So the easiest thing I'm thinking for us, or for even our consultants, like, you know, we could try it. I'm definitely going to do that. You know, that's why I tried this birthday bash thing. I'm like, okay, trying the birthday bash thing. There was something else. And oh, I know what it was. So I'll put this, attention teachers. I'll give you 10% off the party sales and a gift card of your choice to use for classroom supplies. So run it like a fundraiser. And so would you just give them that? Host a Pampered Chef party. Let me see. Here's the thing. Hold on. Let me grab this so you guys can see this. Let me see. Google Chrome, Evernote. Could you see this? Okay. So 10% of the party sales and a gift card of your choice.
Oh, okay.
Get amazing PC products for free plus classroom. Oh, so she's doing both. She's giving them 10. So if you have $1,000 show, you're getting $100. You're giving them some of your commission or whatever. But $1,000 show would be great. You know, I think that would be great. So I'll put these.
That's a great idea, actually. I mean, if you're able in a position that you could give up some of your commission.
Right.
Might be worth it to do it 1 or 2 times. It could lead to some other bookings and to some other business.
Right. So I think about what Marna says, you know, she says, like, if you can go to the booking store and you could buy bookings, how much would the bookings, how much of that, you know, how much would you buy? How many of those would you buy for whatever price? Like, would you go to if there was such a thing as a booking store, would you go to the booking store?
Yeah, it's an investment in your business for sure.
So I think if that's going to bring me more business, I mean, then you could start tracking, you know, if you had one of these, where did that come from? You know, we used to track some of those things before. I remember that, you know, $10,000, $20,000 that you would get from a booking. You know what I mean? I remember Chris Mannion used to do that all the time. She was just that, you know, she would put that out there. you know, like, and say, hey, this one booking that I did, look what happens. She was the heckler that Nancy Jo talks about all the time, that she stood in the back and she was the biggest heckler that there ever was, you know? And Nancy Jo was like, "Rah," you know, like, I mean, but look at her, look where she did, look what the kind of business that she built, you know what I mean? And I remember when you could do this kind of stuff, she would have people give you a $50 deposit for your show. And if you canceled, she would cash it unless you rescheduled.
Oh my gosh, wow.
She did. She did. And she could get away with it. That's when there was no consultants around.
Yeah.
You know?
God,
You're
that's
like,
amazing. I love that.
I know. You're like, would you do that now? Probably not.
Probably not.
I know, but she was bold, that girl. She was bold. She told it like it was, you know?
Who else is getting, are you all getting taste buds each month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's another idea that I had that, I'm really going to, I feel like I have lots of good ideas. It's the execution sometimes I fall down on.
Well, this is good that we can, I mean, if brainstorming is a good idea, right?
Yeah, I'm really going to try before this month is out, and then I'm going to try to dedicate myself every month that I'm going to go live when I get my taste buds in for the month, which I did get that done. But I am going to try my very best to go live and to make all 3 of the recipes.
Oh,
On my business page, and I'm going to try to do that consistently every month moving forward.
that's a great idea, Jamie.
And
that's great for like save them so that, because your business page is public, so you could just use those in your, you know, in your shows. Yeah, you can use those in your virtual parties.
So I thought what I could do is it'll maybe become like reoccurring. So my hope would be that I probably am not thinking I'll go live for the entire recipe. What I'm thinking I'll do is maybe get it to a certain point depending on the recipe, and then go live and just introduce the recipe, remind people that it's part of this exclusive thing of taste buds, and then show them the recipe, and then maybe highlight whatever the most important tool that I'm using to create the recipe. So I'm hoping maybe that can drive business for people to want to maybe get a taste bud subscription and try it out. Might remind people that they need seasonings, or maybe it's time to reorder some of the stuff they already have. And then maybe it'll spur people on to maybe order some products as well, or give them some dinner ideas. So again, hoping that this will be service driven, that it might not reap rewards immediately, but again, those planting seeds, giving value to what we offer outside of just the product. So that people will think of me then when they need something. So that's one thing I'm going to try to really work on. There's no reason why I can't do it. I can write the recipe ingredients off. So totally, it's just a matter of being organized and
yeah. And sometimes I try to be more perfect than so I just feel like I just need to do it. So I try.
I know I'm really the same way. I struggle in my kitchen, and I struggle with my setup, or I feel like I feel fat or gross, or my hair is weird, or I just am having a poor self-esteem day and I don't want to do it. And it's just like, I have to get past all. I mean, it's just crazy. I'll talk myself out of almost everything.
Oh God, yeah, I'm with you. You know, while you were talking about the spices and stuff, well, 2 things. Number 1 is the taste buds. So somebody was like keeping, because we have all the spices, so keeping the packages and using the package with a, you know, making a copy of the recipe or sending them the card as a gift.
That's what I'm doing. So I do the spin the wheel that I got from Louise. I'm doing that.
I know. I love that.
Yeah. And it's pretty fun. And so a couple of my triangles or my wedges on my spin the wheel are taste buds. It just says taste buds the prize, because I have all of them. I've been getting them since this thing started, and I haven't broken into most of them. So I am sending that a full packet with the recipe, because I can always go online to get the recipe because
Right,
I'm a Taste Bud subscriber. So
right.
I sent him the nice card, and then I've been sending a mini catalog and then just a little note explaining what it is that they're getting. And I've only sent out a few, but I've had good feedback. People think it's a nice gift.
No, I think that that's great. One of the other things that, who shared with me this morning, I was on the phone with Becky and she was talking about her Spice of the Month Club. So it's $30 for 3
Okay.
months. And she does like a spice with 3 recipes every single month. And she
Okay.
creates a show from it. You know, she has this ongoing show that, you know, then she said I cashed out in June or whatever. Oh, gotta go and get packed for my party. Okay. Bye, Ann. I missed you. You know what I mean? I thought, oh, that's kind of a good idea. Or even a product of the month. I think Connie used to do product of the month. Right, Connie? Connie used to do product of the month. She's muted. So, but Spice of the Month Club, I have to ask her to give me the details. Because I think that that would be really good.
Well, again, that goes back to featuring something for the month, because that's, you know, like what Michael
Right.
did last month, you know, with
Yeah.
$19,000 in sales, he made a commitment to, he wanted to sell 25 air fryers. And so of course he combined that in a shared rewards party, but he just pushed that air fryer all month. He went live, he did demos, he showed out everything he could do. And then what did he end up selling? I think he sold 18 out of the 25.
I think it was 19. I think he wanted
19 out of the 25. Okay.
But
So
he's
then
still
that's gonna-
counting. He's still counting. So I think it's going to go spill over into July.
There you go. And then I think this month he's focused on the quick cooker. And then I saw somebody on one of the pages, it doesn't matter, but she was focusing all on, for the entire month, on all the tools to do your own charcuterie boards and things around wine and wine tasting and building fun charcuterie boards. That's all she was focusing on, like to push those tools all month long. And
Yeah.
so
That was a
again,
great
that's
idea.
where you're thinking outside that box of that the only way that we can create revenue is through a party.
Yeah. So the charcuterie, someone had it in one of the groups. I hope I saved the picture. She did it in the rectangle cool and serve. It was.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yes, it was beautiful. And she had like the salami and things, and then there's like
Yes.
some
Did you
rosemary
guys ever see the salami, how to do that?
with the rose, making it
With
into
the
a
rose.
rose.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Like you use a
Yeah.
glass for that.
I mean, that's just a really hot thing right now.
Yeah.
I belong to a couple of food groups on Facebook, one that's has about 40,000 people in it. And charcuterie is huge. It's
Yes.
people love to share the boards they make, and they
Yes.
love learning about it. So, you know, that's something that, and today Pampered Chef Home Office posted the brownie pan with full of different, using the brownie pan as a snack tray for kids and for adults. And
Oh,
it's super cute.
yeah.
They showed like 5 pictures of cheese and dips and things in the brownie pan, super cute. Just different things like that. I think, I just feel really strongly that we've got to find new ways of doing things because of the saturation of the party experience because of COVID, and that maybe people are a little burned out on the virtual party. So
Yeah.
we've got to find other ways.
I think you're absolutely right. And here's why I know that to be true is because people, you can just, one of the reasons that the Rapid Prep mandolin sold out as quick as it did, even with high estimates, is because of social media. People were selling that thing right just on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, Louise is giving me something else. Is she on this call?
No, she's off.
It's
Yeah.
so weird because I posted the rectangle cool and serve and then she posted something.
Oh.
It's so weird. Okay. I was like,
Oh,
is she-
maybe she's still listening, but she just, her picture's gone or
oh,
something.
maybe.
'Cause that's kind of funny that she,
I know. Isn't that
Oh.
weird?
yeah,
But
those
there-
look delicious,
I
but
know. There was someone else too that did it and it was a candy one. It
I
was
love that.
candy. There was like a candy charcuterie. How fun would that be?
Mhm.
Snack board. That's what it was. I got it from one of my people that I follow, and it was just a candy charcuterie board. Let me
I
see.
love that.
Totally seen the ones like in at Christmas, the hot cocoa charcuterie
Oh,
boards.
yeah. Here it is. This girl that I follow, I love her penny pitcher, passionate penny pitcher. So look at that. She's got snack boards, so many fun ideas you can do. So she's got,
So fun.
I
love
know,
it.
right?
Mhm.
I'll make the snack board. Ooh,
Yeah.
ingredients to try. So you could really do fruit. You guys have seen the pancake one that I posted before, right?
Yes, I love all of these.
Yeah,
and
I
they're
love this.
Fun.
Appetizer board, Greek or Mexican inspired board. So you pretty much can do, snack board, sweet and salty. Ooh, that's a good one, huh?
That would be me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, waffle bar,
Yum.
fruit kebabs, banana split cake, get out of town. Let's see what waffle bar ideas looks like.
I love it.
I know waffle, I think is a hot thing right now. I think we
I
were
do
right
too.
there.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
How
Yeah.
about it?
Mm-hmm.
And I love the did you guys try that buttermilk waffle recipe that's in the
Yes, it's so good, isn't
oh
it?
my god, my husband's like, what is with you? He goes, we bought batter so that you didn't have to make your own from scratch. I'm like, I don't care, just go get some buttermilk.
It's really, really, really good.
I know. And even the
I know.
pancake one is good. So I've made those like a million times. I'm like, come over, we're having waffles.
Did you ever make the cornbread waffles with the chicken? It's in the season's best, I think.
Cornbread waffles with the chicken. Is it a sandwich?
Yeah, is it in the season's best or is it in the guide?
No.
Hang on a second. It is the barbecue chicken cornbread waffles. It's in the guide, the cooking guide.
Oh, is it?
These were fantastic.
Let me see.
This was a delicious recipe.
Oh, I'm looking at it online. Oh my word.
So you use corn muffin mix to make your cornbread waffles, and they tasted so good because the butter, they got kind of crispy
Oh
and
my
buttery. And then it's just so simple. It's just shredded chicken, barbecue sauce,
oh my
onion,
word.
pickles, and cheddar cheese. And then you're supposed to put it back on there to kind of melt. I found that to be kind of tough, but these were delicious, like really, really good. And this recipe, it actually can show a lot of tools because you could do your chicken in the deep cover baker in the microwave if you wanted, or you could do it in the quick cooker.
Yeah.
And then the onion you can do on the rapid prep mandolin, the pickle slices, whatever, but then you could show and it wasn't hard. And I was thinking, gosh, you could put some cheddar cheese into the waffles. You could put some jalapeno. You could put some green onion would be really good, but this was very good.
Yes,
Really
I'm gonna
good
have to
recipe.
try that. That really looks good.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
tasty.
Today's Friday. We're just doing leftovers today. Sorry.
Alrighty, that's all you're getting. That's the leftovers.
I'm like, sorry, everybody, you're not getting this. Well, Nikki's not even here right now. I don't know. She went downtown. She went to Nordstrom's to go do a consultation on I think this was the makeup one. I'm like, you don't go anywhere. Where are you going? Like she ordered all these clothes. When she moved out, she's like, oh, I'm gonna just dress up. And I'm like, and then I come see, I go, you're still wearing the same outfit. I go, you have two outfits, one nighttime and one daytime. That's all, because she works from home. So I go, where are you going? And then there were these big peasant-y things and you know what I mean? She had those big things and now the pants are looking different. So they're not those tight legging things. They're flared out at the back. I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, whatever you think,
I know, it's like, well, you do you.
And she does, for sure.
I'm
like, she's like, I need some makeup, Mom. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but you don't go anywhere,
Yeah,
You
like,
know, I had this makeup forever. I'm like,
okay.
I know, I don't know.
Whatever it takes, honey, you do.
Makeup, she's had it forever.
He's what?
No, I try to put a little on today, but
Yeah,
Forever.
I know. I'm like, Nick, if you're not using it, you're not gonna use it, But you
That's
know,
right.
it was the boyfriend, it was the new house. She's like, well, you know, I was like, what, to go into your garden? I'm like, where do you think you're gonna go with this? That's okay.
She's
Not
gonna do
for
her own
socks
photo
off.
shoots or whatever.
Right. Her singing bowl business is doing well. So I'm like, knock your socks off. Oh, and they're coming out with, you can appreciate this, Jamie. So they're coming
Yeah.
out with kids bowls.
Oh,
Oh my word. And the pillows. Oh my God.
are they just so tiny and so
They're
cute?
so cute. They're so, one's a star and a flower.
Oh my God, I love that.
God,
I
they're
love
so
my
cute.
singing bowl. It's right here.
Yeah, they're so cute. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you, Jamie. Yeah.
I ordered this from them right when they started. I love it.
Yay.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
a
are,
picture of
yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, that is awesome. I know.
yeah, I love it. It's I've
Yeah.
got I have my Buddhas up here and my I got all kinds of stuff, but this is where
I
they
know.
sit.
Yeah. I know. You should-
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I know. They're crazy with
Good
it.
for them. Good for them.
I
That's-
know. I know.
That's so great.
I
I
know.
like it.
Thank God, you know, at least, you know, she quit her job. Frankie had quit his job years ago, which that made me nervous. When she quit her job, I was like, oh, but then she was moving back home and I was like, whatever, not really whatever. I was like, how are you going to live? You know, and now she's living with her boyfriend, who of course she doesn't have to worry about anything there either. So I was like, you're
Just
rolling.
works
You
out.
guys are
I need
paying
to find
big
me one of
bucks.
those. I
I
need
know,
to
she
find me a
goes for big-
boyfriend that I don't have to
I know.
worry.
Oh my
Does
God.
he exist?
Well, yeah. I mean, thank God, I guess, you know, I mean, maybe she does. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's got a house in wherever, Woodstock, and he's got an apartment, he's got a condo in the city, and he's got a tiny house on his property. He's crazy, but, and he's
Oh my
got this
gosh.
big van that he got before COVID, thank God. But it's like, it's not like a RV, but it's like a traveler. It's, oh my God, it's like amazing. There's a little kitchen. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how long it is, but I was like, that's pretty cool, you know?
That sounds like a good idea. I like it. I need to find, let's look.
Yeah.
Let's find.
I know, right?
Either that, I've already decided, see, I'm never gonna remarry because then I can get my ex-husband's social security. So I
Oh,
think
there
that's
you
just
go.
the way I'm gonna roll. I think that works.
I would go that way.
Yeah.
I
think
know
I
what
heard it.
here's me. I know what I got. I don't know what I could get. So I'm like, I'm just going to stick this out. When that happens,
That's exactly.
I'm done. One and done.
I know. Sometimes though, it would be nice just for somebody else to just like how, take half of the worry, half of the stuff, but
I
it's
know.
okay.
I know.
The relationships are work. So it's sort of the trade-off.
Yeah,
All right.
that's for sure.
Isn't that so true? Oh my gosh. Ooh, they're a lot of
I
work.
know.
But- well, I'm probably gonna have to go. I've
Yeah.
got some things that are messages, but
Yeah.
hopefully everybody can get
I
some
know.
things done, and
Thank you
Shirley,
so
I
much
will-
for contributing, Jamie. I so appreciate even
Oh,
your
yeah, I mean,
chat, you're always contributing. I so appreciate that. It's- you know,
I
you're
just
always
hope that
being
it will help
absolutely-
somebody. Sometimes if I talk things through, I think sometimes the things that we talk about the most are the things that we need to learn for ourselves. So a lot of times when I offer things, it's because I need to hear it.